But anyhow, that's this video's not supposed to be about my brain surgery. I talk about it because I'm frustrated. See, so I'm anemic. And another thing that sickle cell trait people or individuals are not supposed to experience a sickle cell crisis. Now, let me explain what a sickle cell crisis is. I would describe mine. My sickle cell crisis is the cold weather physically hurts. And how I'm like, the only way I can describe it to you is imagine someone taking something and shoving it in your bone, not up under your skin, not like, okay, when most people are cold, they're like, oh, brr, I am cold, let me put on a sweater. Oh, I'm warming up, I'm getting warm. No, mine is, I am cold. I feel like someone is stabbing me with an icicle inside of my bone marrow. And I can have on 30 pair of pants.
Do you remember the movie Unbreakable?
Yes, with
Bruce Willis and
yeah.
Samuel L.
Yeah.
I think they're coming out with Unbreakable
Yeah.
2.
No, it's called Mr. Glass.
But it's still.
Yeah, it's based on Samuel L. Jackson's character, Mr. Glass. But mine is, it feels like somebody is stabbing me. It feels like somebody is literally shoving an icicle covered in icy hot, covered in dry ice inside of my bone marrow. It hurts so bad that I can literally cry. And the only thing that warms it up is my body has to eventually warm itself from the outside in. And I know you're like, that's how bodies warm up. No. Like, I have to be almost sweating on the outside, and then it starts migrating down, but then it don't hit the bone right away. So you're just sitting there and you're rocking. Have you ever hit your hand's been cold and you hit your hand and you're like, oh, well, that didn't hurt really. But then when they unthaw, you're like, oh my gosh, it is painful. That's how that feels. And maybe it's just that's how it feels with me. But that's a part of my sickle cell crisis. Another form of my sickle cell crisis is I can't fly. I haven't tried. One, because I'm afraid of heights. But my doctor told me, because you're having other crises, you can't fly. It'll put air bubbles in your blood. And if you have air bubbles in your blood and you're that high of an altitude, it will kill you. Now, I will say, I never flew. I don't like heights. I never liked the heights, even before I found this out. But if I go, because I live in a 3-story apartment complex, if I go to like the 3rd floor and like look down, I get physically sick. 1, from the height, and then 2, I have to like literally, I have to lay down, and this can be just because of the heights, but I have to lay down because then I get physically nauseous even when I go downstairs, and then I'm sick for like a whole day. And I don't know if that's the same thing. I don't know. Like I said, I never been flying, so I don't know. I don't know what it would do. I don't know what it's supposed to feel like. I do know that the eye puffs bother me also. And I told my doctor, and he goes, well, let's not do that anymore. He said, tell them you got sickle cell trait and you're not allowed to have high altitude. You're not allowed to be too high altitude, and you're not allowed to be too low altitude, meaning I can't go deep sea diving for the exact same reason. It could give me the bends or air bubbles in my bloodstream, and it can hurt or kill me. Now, another hidden blessing. I have a phobia of water on my face. I don't think I would drown, but I don't want to find out. And so I have that phobia. So that saves me. But I do know that the puffs of air, and he said it's probably not too much of a high altitude. The glaucoma test. That's what I'm talking about. Glaucoma, test. That bothers me, and I don't know if it's supposed to. I'm trying to think of all the things, me personally, that it bothers. I'm just gonna say that that's all, because I've been talking a long time. But the problems I'm having right now, and me and Gary looked up, and they're like, it's probably an infection in the blood or it's menopause. And I was thinking menopause, but nauseous all day, every day. I'm in pain all day, every day. And I go, like, I have hot flashes. And well, I'm not gonna say hot flashes because they say that they're not hot flashes, because what it is I will get hot, and I would want to just peel my skin off because I'm so hot, but I'm also cold, and it changes so fast. Like, I could be hot to the point and like break out in cold sweats, and I could be so hot, I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so hot, and I'll kick off the cover because I'm hot and all that, and then in 2 seconds I'm so cold that I could cry because I am physically cold. And I told Gary, you can ask him that I did. I was like, Gary, can you please cover me up? I was like, but make sure Posty If y'all don't know who Posty is my weighted blanket. I was like, make sure he's on my legs, not because I was cold on my legs, but because of the weight. And I was like, put him, there. I was like, because right now I'm so hot. And I was like, feel my head. He goes, oh, it's cold. I was like, yes, but it's cold sweat. He goes, yeah, I feel that. I was like, in like 2 minutes, I'm going to be like deathly cold. And he said, okay. And I laid there, and he cut on the ceiling fan for me. And I was like, I am so freaking hot. And then all of a sudden, within like 30 seconds, maybe a minute, I was so cold. Like, it didn't gradually cool down. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I'm cooling down. Okay, now I'm too cold. No, it was like, I could just rip my skin off. I'm so hot. Instantly to I'm so cold, I feel like somebody is freaking murdering me with an ice sickle. I am so freaking cold, and I told Gary. And I'll tell you, that one is the one that's getting on my nerves besides my freaking face hurting. But that's the one that's getting on my nerves right now. The cold, hot sweats. Go to bed, girls. Yep, it's past your bedtime. You got school in the morning. And, but that's what I'm feeling right. That's how I'm doing right now, guys. I know this was supposed to be a quick video of me talking about my cold, hot sweats. My hot, cold sweats. I don't know what you want to call them. But it turned into something else, and I do apologize. I will be uploading this if you're interested. If you made it this far. If you didn't, I'm just talking to myself by this time. Bye.